Okie dokie. All righty. I do believe we are in the captain's chair. Got the Beagle Hound ready to roll. You about ready to do some mudding? You want to raise some havoc? What you want to do tonight? Yeah? Want to eat dog biscuits? You want to say hello to everybody? Okay, well, that's what we'll do. We'll say hello to everybody. We'll say hello, good evening, and welcome to the show. And then you can wave your ears and shake your tail, and you can show them your teeth. And then we'll get your show started. Sound good? Welcome to Muddin and BEAGS, episode 19. We're ready to party. Oh, got crazy dogs. Help, I'm getting a wrangling a beagle. Help. Whew. Oh, okay. It's been a long week. It's been a long day. It's going to be a long tomorrow. And we're just getting started tonight. Whew. I hope everybody's doing well out there in La La Land, in little Yeezy Tubes land. And I hope everyone is ready to party. We're going to do things a little bit different tonight. Shake it up a little bit. And so buckle up, and we're going to have a little fun and see where we can go, and could be interesting. All righty. Okie dokie. So we got, you want to punch people in your head? Is that what you want to do? You want to start off with licking and kissing and punching people in the head? That's fine. That's how we'll start off. Tiny dog. Okay. All righty. So, let's see. Let's who we gonna fuck with? We're gonna fuck with GT 1982 Mustang. Why not? Let me go back here. Okay, so as I was getting ready for the show, Mr. GT decided to pop in and suggest a video. And so he's asking me to look at this channel, the Wild Army UK, looking at exploring red brick ruins that don't make any sense in UK, and Paul's favorite UK channel. I'm assuming you're talking about Paul Cook. Okay, and let me share. I want to share screen. So, all right, and that should hopefully switch the screen. Let me do my doodad and make sure it switches over. What I'm going to do is I'm showing you this guy's channel and video so that you can see it. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my screen to make sure that we're on the same page here. Okay, it's moving now. This dang computer. Just bear with me. This is the channel Wild Army UK. And I don't think it's showing it. Is it? It's not showing it. It was doing this earlier, and I don't know why. Something's funky about StreamYard. And when I would go back to StreamYard, it would show the channel. Beagle, you're gonna have to piss off. Okay. Is that gonna change it? I don't know. Bear with me, folks. StreamYard has gone to hell. I don't know why. Okay, now it's showing the video. Okay, so this guy's channel is the Wild Army UK, and his videos, we need to see this. Okay, I'm not going to show you the video. I don't even know if he would allow that, much less whether it has any copyright stuff on it. But I wanted to show you that, and then I'm going to look at some pictures, and give me a second to get it going there, and that should do it. Okay, and all right, now this is I took some snapshots of this guy's channel. Now, okay, I got a quick listen to. I didn't have time to watch the video, but I quickly scrolled through it to check what the guy was going on about. And it looks to me like he is in favor of Meltology. And then I did a little bit more research, and I see that he is connected with this Mr. Meltology, Mr. Meltrix, who I've already shown to be a fraud. So that's strike number one. Definitely a not good company there. Second thing is that he's going on about all this being melted building. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm probably going to piss y'all off. I don't really care. So what you're looking at here is you're looking at a chimney that's been built into this rock formation. Now, I'm not going to argue whether or not the rock formation to the left and to the right, the mud colored, clay colored looking reddish colored rock on the left and the right, I'm not going to argue whether or not it's a melted building or not. What I will argue is that is a chimney that's in the center, and I will argue that that is not a melted building. That is a brick chimney that has been built, and it was built for some reason in this channel that probably was cut out. And if this was a melted building, okay, and this chimney was in the center of it, it would be melted as well. Why would you have the left melted and the right melted and the center not melted? Or why would you have the center melted and not the right and the left melted? Okay, that's my opinion of that. Now, I'm not exactly sure what he said about this, but that's my opinion of that. If he is actually saying that's a melted building, and I'm positive he said that there was melted building here, so I know he's barking that tree. I'm calling bullshit. Another thing, he was showing this pipe coming through this brick wall that was inside this stone formation. And y'all, all they do is they run this piping through this stone formation. Okay, they tunnel through, they run the piping through, and then they just brick over around this area. It's not hard, y'all. This is masonry 101 shit. Okay, I know y'all aren't masons, but I've literally watched masons do stuff like this. This is not rocket science, y'all. And if people are claiming that is a melted building, they're full of shit. They're lying. They're bullshit. I'm sorry. I hope y'all don't like this guy. If you do like this guy, go tell him. I tell him he's bullshit. He was looking at this, and he was claiming that on the left was melted building, on the right was not. How can you have a melted building on the left and not a melted building on the right? I call horseshit. You got stone formation here. You got brick arches here. Y'all, it's not hard to put brick arches into a stone formation like this. This is not hard. It's not impossible, and that is not a melted building. How could you have a melted building all the way around a brick arch that doesn't melt? I mean, that dog don't hunt. I don't know what he's saying about this. This is probably, you know, okay, if I don't see if this, I can't really see what this is. But let's just, you know, take it for, okay, this is a melted brick building. Okay, we'll chisel some fucking shit off of there and get it analyzed. I'm in a mood, y'all. Okay, here, you know, you got another arch with bricks going up, and you got the stone formation all around it. Okay, this is not hard to do. You just take the fucking mortar, you put it on the fucking wall, then you put a brick up to it, and you put some more mortar on it, and you brick to the stone. It's not hard. Same here. You got stone formation over here on the right, and then you got arches over here, and you got, you know, brick here. And I don't even know what the guy's saying. I'm gonna go watch this guy's video, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if the guy is claiming this is a melted building, I'm gonna call bullshit, and I'm gonna throw him right under the bus, because I'm tired of these people. Same here. It's the same bullshit. That is a melted brick. That is a vitrified brick. But does that mean that it's a melted building? No, it does not. That is a melted brick. That is a vitrified brick. Does that mean it's a melted building? No, it does not. Oh, what do we have here? He claimed it's a melted building. Okay. This is not a melted building. This is a kiln. And what happens is the kiln gets so hot that the brick of the kiln starts vitrifying. Okay? This is brick, like kiln 101 shit. That is a vitrified brick. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Another vitrified brick. It's the same shit. Vitrified brick. Okay, fine. You found vitrified brick. And who's to say they didn't use clinker bricks to build the whole damn thing? Come on, y'all. I'm going to preface by saying I've not watched the video, other than the fact that I did hear the guy saying it's melted big, and I have confirmed he is in bed with Meltrix, and that guy's a fraud. And I know I already know some of you guys are buddy with these people, and that's your problem. It's not mine. I'm not going to play that horse shit. Sorry, folks. Not going to do it. That being said, let's move on. Okay, I'm going to issue a viewer advised viewer warning for this show tonight. All right, whatever you call it. Warning: content may offend you. All right. So I'm gonna just so you know, later on the show we're gonna go do some mudding. We're gonna do something special tonight. So good things will come to those that wait. We're gonna let the wheat separate from the chaff, and those that can't handle it will drop off. And then whoever's left will enjoy the show. But for starters, I'm gonna start off and share a story with you. And it's a tough story to tell, but it's a story I think has a very good lesson, something that might help you in the future. And I think it's kind of the right time to kind of share this story for kind of where our Earth is heading. Let me start out by saying that time. Okay. Time is an illusion. Okay. It's not real. The only thing we have is this moment right here, right now. Time is not linear. It's not. They've told us this lie that time happens as 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 6 second, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, 7 day, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Okay. It all happens now in this present moment. Everything that ever has happened, everything that will happen, everything that's happening right in this moment is happening right here, right now. And I have been studying this sort of thing for 18 years now. I knew this to be true from my studies and from experiences in my life. But this week I had a very gut punch of a lesson that showed me how fucking real this is. And I'm going to share you my experience, and I don't expect you to believe me. I don't expect you to understand. I don't expect you to get it. I don't expect you to agree with me, disagree with me. I don't expect anything from you. You don't even have to listen to this. You can turn this off right now if you don't want to hear it. But I'm going to share my experience with you in hopes that when you have your own experience, which I'm pretty sure we're all going to go through and have experiences like this, that you will remember listening to my story and knowing that you're not alone, that you're not going through that experience by yourself, that there is someone else out there that had that experience, and you're not a fucking Looney Tune. Okay. So that being said, I want to be really, really, really clear that I cannot prove what I'm about to tell you to you. I am not trying to prove to you what I'm about to tell you. That is not the point. If I could prove it to you, I would. The only proof that I have is that in my heart, I know it's true. In my mind, I know it's true. In my consciousness, I know it's true. In my history, I know it's true. It's been my truth for 35 years. And this week, that truth changed. And it blew my fucking mind. Because it's one thing to be told that we can change timelines, and that there are time slips, and that time is fluid, and time is non-linear, and that we can change the past, and we can change the future, and we can change the present, and we can manipulate time. It's one thing to understand that and to read about that and to listen to videos about that and to listen to interviews of people talking about this. But experiencing it in your own life, it will kick you in the fucking nuts, as it did me. So I'm going to tell you a story about an event that happened in my life, and it wasn't a pleasant event. And it changed the course of my life, and in a lot of ways led me to here tonight. And so that being said, please keep in mind, and please don't bother judging me on this, because it is what it is. Okay. This story is not about me. This story is about someone I know or knew. And so, it's we're not here to judge each other. We're here to learn, and at the end of our life cycle and when we do a life review, we will judge ourselves. So that being said, I'm going to tell you my story now. And like I said, if you don't want to hear this, turn it off and come back later. We're going to go do some mudding we ain't done before, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So there's going to be some juice and cookies coming up, and I appreciate all of you that are hanging with me because it's been a kind of a fucked up week. This one hit me kind of sideways. So in when I begin at the beginning, when I was a little boy, we were Methodist. We went to Methodist church, and we went every Sunday. We spent basically all day Sunday at church, not just with church, but with between church and youth group and other Bible studies, and basically Sunday was church day. A lot of times we'd go to special things at the church during the week. I did a lot of church when I was young. I was heavily involved in the church, and as I grew older, I became more and more involved in the church. I was, not a wacko Christian, but I was a Christian, and I believed the Bible, and that was the way I was raised. And when I was in high school, we switched to a Lutheran church, which, if you know your denominations, that Lutheran is very similar to Methodist, although different. And I actually liked it better, to be honest with you. Instead of having grape juice for communion, they had real wine, which was kind of cool, especially because I was just coming into ninth grade. And so, alcohol was, that became later on my go-to. But I liked the church, and I liked the people, and they were more they were just more real. They had more. It was like they were just more down to earth and more. They just seemed I don't know. I just felt better at that church. I liked the people more. So we had a pastor, and I'm going to leave his name out of respect for him and his family and all the people involved. And this pastor was a super fucking cool guy. He was in his mid 40s, younger, like 40, 43, something like. He was younger 40s, and just super cool guy. Was heavily involved um, with the youth group, and we went to we traveled with the youth group, and he went with us to Atlanta to do to go to a youth retreat one weekend, and we enjoyed it so much that we, as a group, decided to start our own version in North Carolina. And this pastor helped us do that, and it was a group of 8 of us, I believe, originally, and that group grew very fast, and it became it just kept growing, and it became a very big. We did 2 weekends a year, MLK weekend, and I want to say Labor Day weekend. I'm not sure, but there was 2 weekends a year that we would do our retreats, and anyways, because of that, and I just got to know the pastor really well. He was just really cool. He was just a really really good guy. He had one of those smiles that um when he smiled at you, you knew it was fucking genuine. You know how a lot of people smile at you and it's just not, it's not genuine. This guy, when he smiled at you, you could be having a bad day and your day got better. He was that kind of guy. Another time during the summer we went to we rode a bus to San Antonio, Texas, and he went with us, and we spent a week in San Antonio for a big Lutheran church um, gathering. And then when I was in 1989, I believe it was 89, um, he, you know how pastors move around to different churches. I don't know how it happened, but he decided to move to Sonoma. I believe it was Sonoma or San Diego. It was San Diego, I believe. Anyways, it was that area of California, San Diego-ish. I mean, and the he went out there to be a pastor at a church out there, and we got a new pastor. It was a lady pastor, and we were really sad to see him go. And a little while after, I don't remember exactly how long after, but he called us and asked us if we would come out to San Diego to help him start one of these youth retreats in San Diego. And so we flew out there. It was a group of us. I don't remember how many people went, maybe 10. And we went out there and we stayed a weekend and we helped him start his version, a California version of the youth retreat. And it was just a lot. It was just a lot of fun. Great trip. And time went on, and in in 1991, I went to church every Sunday, all the way up till I was 18 years old, and so I went to church as usual on Sunday, and when I got there, I walked in the sanctuary, and somebody said, they need you to go to the back of the sanctuary for a few minutes. I said, okay. And I walked back there, and when I walked in, there were about 30 people in the room. Didn't think nothing about it really, and it was youth and parents of the youth, and the youth group leaders, and the pastor of the church, and so they informed us that this pastor that had moved out to California to become a pastor at a church in California that had been our pastor, that we had really cared for and really liked, that he had been arrested and charged with child molestation. And that was a shock. That came out of left field. And nobody expected that. Nobody in a million cajillion fucking years would have ever thought that would be something that would have happened. So that was the last that I ever heard about this until this week. Nobody ever mentioned it again. Nobody ever talked about it again. I never looked it up. This was in 1991. There was no reason to look it up back then. The internet was very new. We didn't get the California newspapers. We didn't get the California news. Honey, you're going to have to go on. And here, let me give you a biscuit. So I never looked it up. Nobody ever said a word. It was a bad topic. Nobody ever asked any questions. It was, and I passed it off over the years thinking it must have been one of these false accusations. And in my mind, that's the way it sat without any knowledge. I didn't know that to be the case. It was just, it was the only thing that made sense in my mind that I could justify in my mind. You know, so, sorry. This event, this finding this out was the catalyst for my leaving Christianity. And the reason being that it's not that I had a lack of faith in God. It was that the person that was supposed to be the leader, the person that was like supposed to be the most knowledgeable, the person I was supposed to be able to trust the most in Christianity, had just committed, supposedly, from my understanding, from what I've been told, had committed this horrible crime. So that led me to stop going to church. And so I went the next 10 years of not going to church. I went here and there for special events because it was kind of, necessary for family obligation kind of things. You know what I mean? Like Christmas kind of thing. But I didn't go there because I wanted to go there. I didn't go there because I missed it. I went out of obligation. And for the next until I woke up in 2008, I searched for answers to these questions of what is the truth about God and religion. And I searched in my own way. I didn't like actively search. It was more like I observed the world looking for that thing that would help me understand. And from time to time I would find something, but most of the time it was just me doing drugs and drinking alcohol and partying, and there wasn't much time for that. From time to time, people would ask me, do you believe in God? Or what is your religious affiliation? Do you have any spiritual beliefs? And from that point of leaving the church until 2008, when I awakened, I would tell people, and this is what I believe, was there is a God and I'm not it. And that's all I know. And in I forget what year, early 2000s, early 2000, maybe late 1999, something like that. There was a movie that came out called Stigmata. It's about, the hands bleeding. Good movie. I recommend it. But there was a very important spiritual lesson that I learned from watching that movie. Not from the movie, but from what I found from the movie. There was some writing on the wall, and they were talking about the Gospel of Thomas. And they had this writing on the wall. It said, split a piece of wood there I am, lift the rock, there you will find me. And that really resonated with me. And so I went and did, internet search for what is the gospel of Thomas, thinking I'm really thinking it was bullshit. Okay, because you got to understand, I was raised on the Bible. If it ain't in the Bible, it ain't Bible. It ain't it ain't good. It's no good, no bueno. And come to find out, there is a Gospel of Thomas, and it comes from the Nag Hammadi text that were discovered in 1945 in Nag Hammadi. So I went and bought the book. The book is probably 3 inches thick, and I read it cover to cover. And that's a hard read. A lot of different concepts there. And over the years, I read it 3 or 4 times. But that Gospel of Thomas always got me. And split a piece of wood, there I am, lift the rock, there you will find me. What that means in a nutshell is you do not need a church to commune with God, to have a relationship with God. That you can be with God anywhere and everywhere. That's what I took from that. And that was a one of the little triggers for my awakening. And when I did finally awaken in 2008, I updated my belief system, and it basically is, in a nutshell, that there is a creator and I am it. But I'm it little creator. I'm part of the creator. I am the creator experiencing the creator, creating within creation, which is everything. The creator is all, which is symbolized by the circumpunct, the oldest symbol for the creator in the world, which is a circle with a dot in the center. The dot representing the creator, the circle representing everything else, the universe. This week, I was doing some research on some of these Charlie Kirk preachers who are, if you haven't figured out, are shady as folk. And this event, this time in my life, this thing that happened back in 1991 popped in my mind. And I thought to myself, I wonder if whatever happened to him, because I never looked it up from 1991, from the time that they told me what happened until the time of this week. I never looked it up. I never thought to. It never crossed my mind as something I needed to do or wanted to do. I guess I really didn't want to know. Out of sight, out of mind. That was that one really hit close to home. So I thought I'd look it up. And honestly, why would you think that you would ever find anything from a case that happened in 1991? I didn't think I'd find anything. I didn't think I'd find nothing. I really didn't. So I typed his name into Google, and it came up. Just, I was like, oh, well, that's weird. So I started reading articles, and that it was, I started learning very quickly more than I had ever heard in that room that day. And then I found a documentary that had been made by actually a famous documentary maker had made a documentary about the guy. And so that was pretty wild because I get to see him today because the documentary was made recently. And so that was pretty wild. And then I found an appeal that he was making that got denied because he was given 29 years. 20 for 20, I think it was 20 counts. And he made a plea and they dropped part of the counts, not off the 20, but there was more, but they dropped part of it. And so I read the appeal, and so that was pretty wild. And then I found the actual court records, and I got to read the actual court records. And it was very interesting because when they asked if there was anybody in the courtroom was full, and they asked if there was anybody in the courtroom that would like to show their support for him. And 3/4 of the courtroom stood up in because they cared about him that much. They were support. They didn't, not that they were agreeing with what he did, but because he had been so good in their lives prior to this that they stood up to. And I'm thinking, my God, that is so crazy. Like that to me, that's how we all felt in that room that day in 1991. But then it got weird. And I started noticing a strange pattern in the records. And I finally realized that what was weird about it was I kept seeing the date October 2000. And then he was convicted in 2001, and those dates kept appearing. And I was confused because I'm like, my God, you mean he sat in prison all that time before they gave him a trial? It was very confusing. I couldn't understand how that happened, but I mean, the criminal justice system's messed up. But then I kept reading these documents, and then it hit me. And this is the part where I'm going to tell you that time is an illusion. Time is not real. It is not fucking real at all, y'all. The events of him molesting the children took place in October of 2000. He was convicted in the year 2001. He did nothing in 1991. He was not convicted. He was not arrested. He had been at that church the whole time. He left our church, went to that church, was the pastor of that church for 10 years before this happened. And what I'm telling you is that the event that I was told happened in 1991 that changed the trajectory of my Christian faith did not happen in 1991. It happened in 2000 and 2001. Between 2000 and 2001, 10 years later. Now, I didn't find this out for 35 years, 1991 to 2005, 35 years. For 35 years, in that time frame, somewhere in that time frame, this event has shifted timelines in my timeline. I promise you, I will swear on anything you want me to swear on. I'll swear to God. I'll swear to whatever fuck you want me to swear to. I will promise you, I am telling you the truth that this happened. There, and the first thing I thought is, well, maybe they didn't, you know, they maybe they didn't can take him to trial for 10 years. That's not the case. It actually happened in, I mean, I read the graphic details of the case. I mean, graphic, and it happened in October of 2000. And the next thing I thought was, well, maybe he was caught in 1991 and he was acquitted. Nope. He had no criminal record before that. So then I thought, well, you know, maybe he was caught and they withdrew the claim. Maybe they took back the claim and said no, it didn't happen. Nope. I'm telling you that this event in my life changed from happening in 1991 to happen in 2001. That's the way I would say it, because I was told he was arrested in the story going in deeper. He was arrested and he was, let me go back. he did the acts that he did, and then the mother of the child confronted him, and he left town and went to Atlanta and went to a psychiatrist and confessed to the psychiatrist that he had done this and that he had contemplating killing himself. And by law, the psychiatrist has to call Child Protective Services, and that's how they issued a warrant for his arrest. And so that I think that might be about the gist of it. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've known that these things were possible through my studies, but when it comes to actually occurring in your life, it's gonna kick you in the head, because you're gonna go through a little mind crisis of what the fuck. I mean, it's really gonna hit you in the nuts, because it's so, it's like you're I don't even know how to describe it. I just want you to know that when or if it happens to you, that it happened to me, and you're not crazy, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I hope that little story gives you some comfort in the future, or even now. Maybe you guys have had these experiences. I see hippies saying Mandela effect, exactly like a Mandela effect. I literally had a personal Mandela effect happen in my life. I mean, I know that sounds kind of cheesy and pop culture-ish at this point, but that's exactly what happened. That it is, I had a real world Mandela effect happen in my life. It's like, I can't prove to you that C3PO was all gold, but I fucking know C3PO was all gold. You can't tell me he won't all gold and he's always had a silver leg, because I know that's not true. But if you only knew him to have a silver leg, you're going to think I'm a nutter. And I get it. I completely get it. The Monopoly man had a monocle. He did. Jaws, Jaws and his girlfriend had teeth. They both had silver teeth. That's the whole fucking point of the scene. He goes here, she goes here, and they're like, arr, and they got silver teeth together. It's like they're like thing. It's like, I'm weirdo. Oh, I'm a weirdo too. Oh, it's the thing. No silver teeth here, no silver. It doesn't work. It's stupid. It doesn't even make sense. Of course, they both had silver teeth. So I think that's about the gist of my story. I hope that helps somebody. And I know a lot of you are like, that motherfucker gone crazy. And that's okay. I get it. Believe me, I get it. But when and if it happens to you, remember that you heard it, from old BEAGS, and you're not crazy. You're okay. I tell you what, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to go looking at old world New York City. That should be fun. Okie dokie. And here we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go and we are going to check out a website. Hush it. No time for it. Let me see here. Hold on. Somebody woke somebody up when I went in there to get a drink. Okay. Maybe he'll go back to sleep. Okay. Let's see if we can get this screen share. Hopefully. And yes, there we go. I'm waiting for it to catch up on my little doodad there. Let's see. Give us a minute here. Okay, and try that. Maybe. I'm flipping. StreamYard has just literally gone to absolute horseshit. I don't know what in the world. Hush, honey. You're going to have to go on. I ain't got the mood for it tonight. All right. I don't know what this thing is doing. What are y'all seeing? I don't know what y'all are seeing. Okay. I think you're seeing it now. Okay. I'm sorry. This thing is so nutty to work with now. I don't know what they have done to it. Okay. I believe we're good to go. So what we're going to look at is this is the old New York City mapping historical photos from the NYPL. Hush, honey, you're going to have to go on now. I ain't in the mood. This is on oldnyc.org. And this is a really, really cool website. And you can change the date here and remove things to take it down to where there's less and less pictures. But I'm going to get crazy and let's just take it up to 1950. No, I'm going to take it up to 1943 since that's my cutoff date. Okay. It's not doing okay. 44. I want to go 43. Okay. 1943. Now, what you could do, I know this doesn't look like much right now, but what you do is you zoom in and you've got all these red dots. Okay. Honey, you're going to have to just really piss off. I ain't in the mood and you're just going to have to go on. Sorry, y'all. He's gotten riled up on me. So this is Manhattan. I'm trying to find, okay. So give you an idea where we're at. This is Central Park right here. And if you get on in there, okay, you got Park Avenue over here. You got Fifth Avenue over here. And I'll tell you what, we'll just start here. What you do is you just click on that sucker right there. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you can look at the individual pictures and you go, ooh, ah. And, that'll be kind of cool. But then you can click on that and it'll get even bigger. And when that loads up, you can click it even bigger. And once you get that up, you can get on in there and you can get your mud on. You can check out your fountains. Check out your horseshit construction site. Now, some of these pictures are going to be better than others. But some of them are really good. Now, it's just kind of, there's Fred right there. And so let me see. You can also download the pictures, which I may be downloading some. And then you go back. Let me put this over here. And then I'm going to go to a different picture and see what we got. Now, a lot of these I ain't going to, not going to be interested in. This is 5th Avenue from the west side, 58th left to 59th right street, showing the Plaza Hotel. It gives you some information there. You can click on that, see what that's got out, see what's going on there, and check out that sucker. And you can get on in there and you see a picture of Fred. And you see them etheric lights up there. You got that outcropper they made right there, a little door. Got another clone of Fred right there. All right, well, now we're on Donkey Watch. And you got some kind of something going on right here that's kind of weird. Kind of weirdness. You got some, looks like some Mudflood drop-in right there. Look at that. You got railing. Anytime you see railing, you know there's something down below it because they're protecting you from falling in. You got a bunch of detail on the building here. It's all kinds of good stuff there. You got your ether antennas up there. Got some arches windows. All right, let's go on, keep looking, see what else we can find. Let's go and see what we got here. Got us a Columbus Memorial Arch. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else we can find. There's another picture, same thing. Let's see. This is First Hotel Plaza. I think that's the same building we were looking at. So you can find something else. Metropolitan Club. Keep going. Just see if I can find different, interesting stuff. Let's see. Wait a minute. I lost my place there. Ooh, that looks kind of promising. See what we can find up in there. Get up in there. All right. Just got to wait for it to load. Sometimes it takes a minute. Well, sometimes it's going to not do it. Why does it not do it? Let me refresh it and see. There it goes. Okay, and then you can see how this is turned the wrong way. You can turn it, and you can get up in there. Check out what Bossa Man's doing right there. You see old Fred. You see all these old etheric lights. Probably been converted to gas now, but, they got that old world. Look at these etheric lights. Got some ether finials up here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's Vanderbilt's house, I think. But I'm not positive. 5th Avenue, 59th Street. I think that's old Vanderbilt's house. Let's see what this postie card back thing doodad says. Vanderbilt Mansion. Boy, I'm good. All right, what else can we find? We'll just click through until I find something cool. That's an interesting statue. That reminds me of a statue in Raleigh. Okay, I didn't hit this one. There's Central Park. Ooh, that looks kind of delicious. Let's see what we can find. This is Manhattan 5th Street and 58th Street. Looks like the time where they're switching between, electric cars and Fred's. Can you believe they had electric cars back then, y'all? Unbelievable. And now they come out with these damn Tesla bullshit. There's that weird cartouche shield symbol. I've been trying to figure out what it is. I bet you dollars to donuts there's pavement like somewhere in this picture. I just don't see it. There's the coal cart right there. Delivering the coal. There's a flat earth asterisk right there. Ooh. Get my juices flowing now. Look at all that. That's some good looking stuff right there. You know what make that look better? That would be a porthole right there. So you could open that window and it would attach to the wind catcher. Yeah, but you know what would make this building look better? I bet some of y'all know. I mean, I don't see none on this building, but I know what would make this building look so much better. I mean, it would really make it pop. Yeah, you know it, an awning. If you had some awnings on this building, you'd really have something. Without the awning, you really don't have nothing good. What we got here? That's the isn't that the plaza? I think that's the plaza. We've seen that before. What else we got? Biltmore and the Belheim. That looks like a picture from a book, so I'm going to skip that one. Let's see. Ghost Lady. That looks like one of them pictures from the book that I showed a while back with the all the where everything's yeah, this is where it has so much of the painted in stuff, like that whole truck right there thingy is painted. That's not real. But I've showed this whole book on the channel before. I have a video. I don't know what it's called. It's like Fifth Avenue something or another, I think. But I made a whole video on that book, so that's pretty cool. There's another picture from it. We're not gonna mess around with that because we've already been there and done that. If you ain't been there and done that, then go back and watch the video. Hint, 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 hint. And we got 58th Street, 32nd West. Got some little mud floodage windows there. Couple kitties over here having fun on the stoop. That is a beautiful front porch. Look at that. That is just, I like it. That is really nice. Got some ether cresting fencing fennials up here. Looks like could be a cat, maybe. Could be a lion, maybe. I don't know. It kind of looks more like a cat, but that's pretty cool. Oh, what's this? I got toys. Hold on. Wait. Let me move this over here. Wait, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, let's see. Contrast. No contrast. Ooh, no, that's too much. How about brightness? Ooh, wee. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I got toys. Means I like toys. Storing apartments for rent. Madison Avenue. Boy, that's nice. All right, moving on. What else can we find? This is kind of interesting. Maybe not. I don't know, but I've been told that this picture is not loading. Gonna load it some other day. Today's my day. I'm gonna see the picture, and we're gonna see Mr. Boss Man with his boater hat. No, there's Boss Man right there. That's boater hat though. Look at that esoteric light right there. You got some kind of mud flood going on there. You see that railing, and you got some mud flood winders down there in case you need them. Who don't need mud flood winders? Oh, there's some awnings. Oh man, I'm glad we came to this picture. This is good stuff right here. Yes, sir. Ooh, I gotta try my toy. Let's see, brightness. Boom. Look at that. Oh, I got Tartarian lines up there. Yeah, I said it. Tartarian lines. He said Tartaria. He must mean everything around the world was Tartaria. He's a loony toony. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. What are we doing? Gonna have people like this on the internet and talking all kinds of crazy shit all the damn time. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Look at that wrought iron work. You're killing me. Look at the Mudflood drop-ins, electric cars. Shit. And we say we're the Jetsons. Look, oh, come on. Come on. Whoa. Look at the damage right here. Look at, oh my gosh, talk about Moorish. That is beautiful. Okay, y'all. Okay. Here's how we're going to roll. This is how we roll. We're going to copy that sucker. Wait a minute. Copies. No, we ain't got time for it. Go. And then we're going to get that sucker and we're going to save it. All right. We've now got that in the collection. I had to save that one, y'all. All right. Better quit that squealing. And y'all, listen to me clearly, y'all. This is only one of those red dots that I dropped into. One. We dropped into one red dot and already found all these beautiful photographs. One dot. Can you imagine what's on this website? I mean, look at this. Come on. I mean, the horseshit awning. Beautiful awning coming out the front. Looks like it's, well, you know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. I mean, as an adult, as a teenage boy knows what that looks like. But that is, look at the Mudflood windows. I mean, look at that's pavement light right there with a trap door in it. Look at the drop in right there. Come on, who builds like this? Seriously. Come on, look at that. I've never seen this. That's a beauty. Got flat earth asterisks all over the front. What's a flat earth asterisk? Flat earth asterisk is my symbol that I believe is the symbol that represents the flat earth, where you have a horizontal line representing the flat earth, a vertical line representing the north and south magnetic poles, and the X representing the torus field that is around the flat earth. That's my opinion. That's one of my crazy ass original series. Like it, live it, love it, whatever it is what it is. Can I prove it? No. My opinion. And opinions are, as you all know, like assholes. And everybody has one. And this is mine. And I got to save that picture too, y'all. I couldn't leave that one behind. Sorry, had to do it. Got to do it. I'm going to find something else good. Why not? Ooh, what we got? Hotel Netherlands. We've seen this before. I'm looking for stuff I ain't seen. I'm looking for some good juice and cookies to go with this. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. All right. Ooh, look at that. Oh, man. What else we can find? And, y'all can go back and look here yourself now. Okay. Old oldnyc.org. That's all you got to do. Anybody can type that in. Is this this is the Vanderbilt. That's Vanderbilt's house. We've seen that before. We're looking for some new stuff. We've seen that before. This looks like it could be cool. Something a little different. little something. Let's see what we got going on in here. There's Fred. Oh, it must be moving day. I don't see no bricks on there, but Fred brought all the bricks in here. That's what Fred does. He brought all these bricks in. I got to get these brick documentaries together, and we got to have movie night, y'all. But it's going to have to be several movie nights because I've found since I talked to you last, I've found more videos. So we're going to have multiple movie nights. Sorry about that. I guess you just have to get over it. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's the Beagle's fault, really. He gets all mouthy and starts looking for brick making videos, and the next thing you know, here we are. What does this say? Fire which destroyed the scaffolding on tower of incomplete Sherry Netherlands Hotel on 5th Avenue. Huh. All right. That's interesting. I love how they have data that you can gather in the pictures. It's really cool. I'm just kind of looking for like something that interests me. Y'all might be like, why doesn't he stop? He's looking at some cool pictures. Be honest with you, there's just so many. Okay, I'm just looking for certain, quality, certain good ones that I find interesting. I'm not gonna stop on every picture because it's just too much. I might look at this, and you may or may not know what I'm looking for. And sometimes these things don't load right, so I'm gonna hit refresh and see if I can get the kick in. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. I used to do this thing that drove my girlfriend. She at times she loved it when I did this, and I can't do it as good as I used to do it. I don't think, but I used to say this as a joke, and it just drove her nuts. Really got her riled up. I'd go, baby, I'm gonna buddy old bread. I got that from Super Troopers. She thought that was the best thing in the world. I used to say it better though. I gotta admit. I used to do it in a much deeper voice. Of course, I drank back then. Look at this dude hanging from a tree. Let's go check him out. See what he's up to. See why he's hanging up in a tree. Why are you hanging in a tree, dude? I'm gonna just hang from this tree. Why not? Look at me. Hang from a tree. All right. Sorry. Sidetracked. Got distracted by baby. I'm gonna buddy your bread. Ha. Ooh, it's been a hell of a week, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Let's just say my sleep was a little bit irregular this week. That's okay. That's just the way it is. Did anybody see the Aurora Borealis thing, Doodad? I walked outside. I honestly did not know anything about it. And I walked outside to walk the dog, and the damn sky was lit up red. And I mean, I was like, oh shit, what the hell's going on? I did not know anything about it coming or nothing. I was like, uh-oh, that ain't good. I had to go inside and start researching what the hell's going on. And I realized what was helping. And I'm like, okay, I'm 53 years old, and I sure as hell ain't never seen no Aurora Borealis in North Carolina. Not ever. Not even that really was like, woo. I don't think we in Kansas no mo. I really don't. Look at how big everything is. Incredible. Hey, little fella. What you got going on? Got a pelican up there for some reason. All right, what else we got? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's go take a gander at that. Gander for you city folk means look. All right. Gotta love these government websites. Library of Congress is the worst. Oh my God, it's so slow. It's like, it reminds me of that Where's the Beef lady. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? That porthole up there. Scrub cartouche on that one. For lease. I would love to know how many buildings in New York City are empty that don't have knitting. There's Fred. Do what Fred does. Fred's the horse of Build America, in case you're unaware and uninformed. And we are all on donkey watch looking for this infamous donkey that has been talked about. Okay, now we've gotten to the end of this dot's picture section. So what we do is we go over here to the left and we click on the little map and it takes us back up. And we were here. No, we were here. Okay, that dot took us to all those pictures. Okay, how cool is that? I mean, if that doesn't get your Mudflood juices going, you're useless. We're going to go here. Why not? Okay. What else we got to find? Whoa, gosh. Let's see. I'm looking for some pavement lights. What I'm doing, you know me. Got some construction. These are some old photos. It is whoever that put this together really just, it's really cool how they did this the way that. All right, I'm not finding a whole lot there that's wetting my whistle. I'm going to go this way, I think. Why not? That's one of those pictures from the book that I've already shown. So if you're interested in that, you can go watch that video. I go through each picture very closely and individually. That's a weird, let's get a better gander at that. Again, gander is look for you city folks. I like picking on city folks. Why not? Let me give me some brightness here. Why not? Because I can. That's something I can do. I'm going to get rid of some of that contrast, maybe. I think, oh, wait. No, you know what? You know what? You know, I love my black and white. Oh, yeah, boy. I love it. I love it. Look at that. Oh, my. What, oh, my, do we have there? What we got there? That little fella right there. That little bit of little Mudflood wearing the arch window down there below ground level. What we got there? What is that? What we got there? Little architecture. Yeah, little edge fencing right there, little cresting right there, little get you some meth or draw you up some free energy there. Yep. I tell you. I mean, look at that thing. Come on. Okay. So you know what we're gonna do? Let's just do it like it needs to be done. Let's go ahead and download that. Let's put that. No, go ahead and put that in the collection. Let's go ahead and get that one on in the collection. And let's see, that one is whatever that is. Okay. I don't know if we looked at that. I wonder what they got going on back there. It's like they're building something, maybe. Let's see. All right, get rid of that. And where are we at? Okay, that was that picture. Okay. Oh, we got to go look at this one because this got a flat earth asterisk. I see it right there. We'll go ahead and see that. Get that up there and see what we can see. All right. I hope y'all are enjoying this. If you're not, then find a way to enjoy it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm up here songing and dancing for you people, and this is the respect I get. Come on. Doing the best I can here. I had some jackass leave a comment on this live stream the other day. I blocked his ass just because I felt like being an asshole. Because you come at me and be an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole right back. But some bitch was saying, "What are you doing? Still looking at pictures from behind your keyboard?" Yeah, motherfucker, I live in the middle of the fucking country. There ain't shit around me. Yeah, I'm looking at fucking pictures from behind my computer because there ain't shit around me. What the fuck am I gonna look at? Some fucking trees? Dumbass. Stupid fucking comments get you blocked. New rule. I don't even know who the fuck that was. They're blocked. Flat Earth asterisks, in case you need that. And Scrub Cartouche. Hey, I do what I can do, and there's a Mudflood window right there. Y'all do what you can do. But don't ever come at me judging me for what I'm doing because, you don't get it. Because I don't give a fuck. You understand me? I do what I can do. And that's what I can do. If I could do more, I would do more. And when and if I can do more, I will do more. But until then, shut the fuck up. Go do it yourself. If you don't like what I do, go do it yourself. Please do me a favor. Fuck off. I swear the internet is full of some of the dumbest goddamn people on the face of the fucking planet. It's not loading again. I gotta hit my doodad. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. Look at, wow, come on. Really? I mean, look how beautiful that is. Look at the wrought iron. I mean, come on. Just the wrought iron alone. I could I don't know. Let me just build a structure out of the wrought iron and call it home. And look at the Mudflood winters down there in case you need those. Look at that detail right there. I mean, look at that. That is just beautiful. I mean, I love it. Why do I do this? Why do I look at these pictures all the fucking time? Because I fucking love it. That's why I do it. If you don't love it, fuck off. Ether fencing, ether finial. And that is cool to me. I don't know, there's something about dumbasses that just gets under my skin. Like I absolutely have zero patience for dumbasses. People that come at you thinking they're intelligent, much less more intelligent than you are. And it's like, dude, drink a big old cup of like 44 ounces worth of go fuck yourself. How about that? It's like, what do these people expect? I got to save this one. I'm sorry. Y'all could just wait. I know it takes an extra second or two. Takes an extra second or two. You might have to wait just a minute for me to get it saved. But you can wait because now it's in the collection. I don't know what to tell you. I got a hoarding habit. It's kind of a weird picture there. That one's pretty. Let's just go look at that just because it's pretty. Just because, why not? Oh, this one's got 3 photographs. So we get 3 for the price of 1. Admission is free, people. I might even give this one a little tinker. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's the stuff right there. Oh me, oh my. That's the same one we were looking at before. So now I got another picture for my collection. Because I'm gonna go save this one. This is another angle of that same one we just saved. Or I just saved. It's in the collection. Look at the technology they're using. This is the step above Fred, you know. All right. What does this do? Oh, that's the back of the picture. I should have probably known that. And we'll go find out. Okay. Okay. And we're going to download this one because, well, I'm going to put it in the collection. Nope. Nope. And there we go. Okay. Bear with me, folks. Oh, I hear you. Whatever. Default. Oh, because it's the second picture in the collection. So let me add a little doodad to it. Hey, it's like that. Okay, where am I? Okay, there. Some architectural urns there. Some windows down there. Wait, what's that? That's interesting. Some kind of ballroom, it looks like, maybe. A dining room or ballroom or something. This is the cocktail. Hotel Pierre. Okay, it's the Hotel Pierre. Mm-hmm. The fancy Hotel Pierre. Okay. Let's see. I'll tell you what, let's go where can we go? How about down to where's Soho because or Tribeca because they will have a lot of pavement lights. Is that Tribeca? I think that's Tribeca. Yeah, that's Tribeca. Let's try that. They should have a lot of pavement lights in this area. Ooh, that looks pavement lighty right there. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me change my colors and see if I can bring out those pavement lights. I can see them. I don't know if you guys can see them. There are pavement lights there. I don't know if y'all can see them. Oh, wow. Look at those prism glasses in the transom. Those are nice ones. Those are really wow. Those are at an angle. Those are nice ones. Those are expensive ones. I've seen those in the catalog. Those are pricey. There's Fred right there. It's like a statue of Fred. The detail on those arched windows. Look at that. Oh man. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Look at that unscrubbed cartouche, 3 dots across the sash. Look at that detail. That is just creme de la creme. Why are they building like this at that time frame? That's top shelf. That old glass. You see the oily kind of look to it. Pretty sure that's pavement light right there. And I'm pretty sure this is pavement light too, but I can see it, but I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, we're gonna have to. We're just gonna have to save this one. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, let me get the thing. Get my saver going. Okay. It just takes a little extra something, y'all. Y'all can wait, can't you? Where you got somewhere to be, somewhere to go, something to do? No, you're hanging out with old Beags. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this just in case I need to save this picture because I mean, I might want to save it, especially if I find something interesting. Look at that great work right there. That is pre-pavement light, and they got rid of these because they were so dangerous because they had such a large gap in them. You can imagine like a lady's heel would just break right off going in that. There's pavement light right there. 100%, 100% pavement light right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me change my saturation and maybe that'll help. That is pavement light right there. And look at that drop in right there. Trap door drop in. That guy's coming out from the underground. He's up to some shady business. I know I just know it. I can sense it. This might be the same building. I think it is. Yeah. Something seems different about it, but it seems like the same. Maybe this is a different year. I don't know. I think there's something different about it because it just like look, there's that prism glass. Oh, and y'all can't tell this from the photograph, but I know that from my research, there's a Fred head right there. I know it from my research is these pavement prism glasses, they actually would move. They were on a like mechanisms that would allow them to angle them so they could adjust the light that was coming down, and they could grab the light that was coming down from up above, and they could angle it back further in the building as the sun changed. So that's why they were more expensive. And that, I I I think that picture's been photo manipulated, y'all, because look, this lettering is painted, right? But look at these barrels. Those barrels look very sus to me. And then you got this weird piece here that looks kind of painted. You got what looks like brush strokes right here. That might be photo manipulated. Very possible. Hard to be 100%, but I think just for, good measure, we better save this one, put it in the collection. I think it's a good idea. I hope y'all are having fun. I'm having fun. I'm about half hallucinating, being kind of having a long week, but that's okay. Hallucinating and going mudding, I mean, it goes hand in hand. It's good stuff. Oh, let me look at the. Okay, so this is 1905, and this they both say the same date. I don't know. That's weird. They look like different dates, but maybe I'm a cuckoo. It's okay. We've already established this. I'm not telling you anything new here. Okay. Oh wow, this looks good because it's got pavement lights. Look at that. Look at all them pavement lights. Them's are called bullseye pavement lights. Those were the original pavement lights. And they were famous for popping out. They would just break right through. And they had a lot of problem with those. Those are actually you can they're actually charging like $200 for a broken bullseye with a little bit of metal around it, on like eBay and shit now. They are the original pavement lights. They are. If you're looking to collect pavement lights, there's two that I'd want in my collection, and this would be one of them. It's not my first choice. I have another one that I want for my first choice, but I have been searching for years for it. And maybe one day I'll find it, but not yet. Banderos, Habana. It's like a cigar store. Yep. Miniature Seaguar Indian. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that stonework there. And there's that Fred head again. I'm not sure what's up with this Fred head business. I don't know why we're having all the Fred heads. A little bit odd. Okay, well, when we have something, such quality and goodness as pavement lights, you know what's probably going to happen, right? That's it. We're going to have to save the picture. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. You got to do your due diligence. So it is what it is. See, it's already done. Y'all are all there bitching. Oh, this is the top of that picture. We better look at that too for good measure. Why not? Let me go ahead and copy that down. Go ahead and get that going. Get that going on there. Get that going, and we'll go ahead and look at that picture. Yeah. Oh. Let's get. This is the top of that building we were just looking at. So we'll go ahead and get this. Go ahead and collect and put it all together. This person's sitting there. Look at that old glass. Look at those flowers in that stone right there. This building is not like super elaborate, but look at that masonry work right there. That's just quality. You do not get that quality today. I mean, the masons, not putting them down. I'm not putting down masons today, but they do shit work compared to what they did back then. And if they don't know that, it's because they've never looked at stuff like this. But it's incredible the work they were doing back then. That looks kind of cool. Let's go take a gander at that. Oh, fools. Okay. Oh, we got two pictures. Okay, that one's not too interesting. That one's kind of cool. But that's not really. I want to go here. Go here. Let's take a look at this. What we got going here? Ooh, see all that pavement light right there? All across the front there, that's pavement light. In case you didn't know what that was, that's pavement light. That's right. You got the L here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at Fred just hanging out, doing his delivering all the bricks. He must have delivered all the bricks because I don't see any bricks. I'm still looking for that donkey, though. Everybody was talking about this donkey running around doing all this work. The whole corporation full. I ain't seen him. Looking for him, but I ain't seen him. I mean, if there's a donkey that's running this show, I'll find him. Got some kind of some cathedral chapel thing, doodad. All right, let's go find something else. Okay, Tribeca. I unfortunately don't know what streets, or I wish I knew more about the street names. Let's try this one. I don't know. What I'm looking for, what I'd like to find. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to ask this. This is going to sound crazy. Does anybody in the chat know where Taylor Swift's house is or apartment is in Tribeca? The road name. Can anybody find that for me? I know that sounds crazy as shit, but trust me. Or just hang with me. Just roll with me. Just find her address. It shouldn't be that hard. Everybody knows where she lives. Because the reason I'm saying is that she lives in the area that I'm looking for, in Tribeca, and it's a very heavily pavement light and heavily cast iron facade, beautiful constructions there. Yes, Taylor Swift is a famous singer. Oh, this looks viaducty. Let's go check that out. All I know is she lives in Tribeca. That I'm sure of. Well, she could be a he. That I ain't gonna argue with you. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm not looking for her dingleberry or her willy whacker. I'm looking for her address or the street name she lives on. The Tribeca, the famous Tribeca neighborhood that she lives in. I don't even care what the street name is. Well, I guess the street name would help. Look at how old those bricks are. Freaking old. And this technically is a viaduct. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's temporary. But that is technically a viaduct. Let's see if we see any goodness down there. Anybody found it yet? Y'all need to get on the ball now. Y'all gonna make me go find it. And then I'm gonna have to stop looking at the pictures. I'm gonna have to go look up this huzzy's address. I'll have to go doggone stalk Taylor Swift to find out her damn address. That's messed up. Y'all need to tighten up. Let's see. Let's look at that one. Might have some pavement light there. Oh. It's not the picture. This is the picture. Yeah, that's pavement light. Now, I know it's hard to see, and I know that like you can't look at this image and say, "Oh, that's pavement light," like because it's like obvious. But I know this is pavement light because I know what number one, it's beside the building. That's first clue. Second clue is you see this metal framing here. That is pavement light. That is a pavement light frame. Even though I can't see the glass too good, I do see it a little bit, but I can't see the glass too good. Now, this is a different kind of pavement light. This is done with concrete. And what they do is they have a metal archway frame that goes over this, and then they put the glass in the archway frame, and then they concrete over the glass, and then level it off, and then they basically wipe it off level with the glass and clean off the glass, and then it leaves a glass surrounded by concrete. So that's how they do that. In case you were wondering, you were like, how'd they do that? Well, that's how they did that. I wonder where all right, I'm gonna copy that, put it in my collection of pavement glass, because I have a very large. Has anybody found this address yet? What are y'all doing over there? What is the purpose for that sidewalk glass? Well, it's several purposes. Hold on, I don't know why this didn't load. The one of the purposes is the official purpose is that the glass allowed light into the basements. That's the official purpose. I don't believe that's why they did it personally. I think, in my opinion, that I want to go look at this one because it could be pavement glass. I think that they needed to remove the dirt around the building so they could dig up the old doors and windows. because the old doors and windows, for one thing, well, it's complicated. You can use the doors, okay? The windows, you could use the frames. I imagine the glass is busted, would be my guess, underground, with mud against it. But well, this picture's not loading. There it is. But I think they were trying to get the doors up and maybe the window frames, and also, okay, this right here is not pavement glass, but I bet there was pavement glass at one point right there, because it has the outline of what could be pavement glass. But I would say right now that's a go fish. So let's go to another location. Has anybody found Taylor Swift's fucking address yet? What are y'all doing? What is this? Franklin Street. Well, thank you. Who we got? Who? Let me get my eyes going here. Thank you, hippie. Lord have mercy. Franklin Street. Where is Franklin Street? Let's see if I can. Oh, there it is. Franklin Street. Let's see. Let me go to this one, maybe. Wow, look at that. Look at the windows on that thing. That looks kind of interesting. This isn't what I'm looking for yet, but oh, what we got here? That's some sort of photo manipulation right there. Not sure why. There's Fred. Got pavement glass right there. I also think that they needed to, imagine, how do I explain this? I need like an animation. This is all pavement glass across here. Imagine having, that's photo manipulation right there. Imagine imagine there's no sidewalk. Imagine there's a building and it's in the mud, okay? And you know that the windows and doors are below ground, right? Just imagine you walk up on this building and that's the situation you come across. You got two problems. You got the problem that the front door is below ground, okay? You got the problem that there's window frames that are below ground that you can use. You can actually take those off and reuse them on other windows. I think they were mainly going for the doors. But more importantly, okay, imagine that this place had been mud flooded, right? And the mud came in, and the mud it came in and it broke the windows and ran into the building. Structurally, for a sidewalk, that's a problem, because that means the ground is able to, as the water seeps down, the dirt can still continue to go down into the building. So what you want to do is you want to create, you want to stabilize that. You want to make it so that ground can't fall in when you put your sidewalk there. So what they did was they dug it out. They created what's called an areaway. And an areaway is they would create a retaining wall. A lot of time it was at the edge of the street. So they would dig all this area out here from the building to the edge of the street. Sometimes it was halfway. It was different lengths. I've seen pavement like go for 30 feet. Okay. And then they would create they would create arches to go between the retaining wall and the building. And then on top of that, they would put in sidewalks and pavement light, and the pavement light then allowed the light to go into the basement, because this is pre-electric, and it would allow light to go into the basement, supposedly to allow them to use the basement as well. But over time, because when they originally the glass that they originally used on the pavement light had a element in it that solarized. Hush, now I'm trying to talk, you big mouth dog. The element solarized, and it turned the glass. It turned it purple, so it solarized it, and so then it didn't work. And a lot of times they broke, which doesn't work. So that's kind of a little synopsis of that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to give him a break because he's pretty much lost his mind. So we will be back shortly. Hang in there. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take care of things while I was out there. Where were we? Okay. So we're gonna go shares the screens and gonna go to I think this will do it. This should take us to this is okay, make sure this gets up here. Oh, edit. Get my thing here. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. Let me get my doodad propered up. All right. I don't know what you guys are seeing yet. Anyone? Let's see. Bear with me, folks. I got to make sure it's on there, or I can't see it. The problem is when I go to, I don't know how to explain this. When I go to StreamYard to look, it shows me nothing. But then when I look at I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what you guys are seeing right now. It looks like you're seeing what I want you to see, but I'm not looking at what I want to see. And when I go to look at what I want to see, I see I don't see what you're seeing. It looks like you're not seeing anything. I don't know. Can somebody in chat tell me what you're seeing? Because I can't see what I'm seeing. I can't see what I don't know what you're looking at. You should be seeing a building that says Hudson Street, 1924. I don't know. Oh boy, I'm hitting the wrong buttons now. Oh crap. I hate you, StreamYard. I really hate you. You are the dumbest fucking program on the face of this fucking earth. Oh, it used to work so good, and now since they've made it to where they want you to pay for damn everything, it's just gone to crap. I have no idea. Can somebody in chat tell me what you're seeing? Because I can't see shit. You're seeing Hudson Street. You can see Hudson Street. Okay, that's what I want you to see. Okay. StreamYard is cracked out. Okay. This is Hippie sent me this. This is supposedly where she lives. I need to find. I bet you it's this side, Leonard Street. It is. This is what I'm looking for. See that right there is pavement light. I think they've maybe busted out the pavement light. This is, today. This is where Taylor Swift lives, in this building. It's a very expensive building to live in. But so this is what we're looking for, the Tribeca neighborhood. So that being said, we're looking for the corner of Franklin and Leonard. Okay, so if I come, where's Leonard? It must be this one. Yeah, it is. So they don't have any on her street except this, but let's see what they got there. Okay. I tell you what, that StreamYard shit is stressful. I'm still looking at the wrong thing down at my screen. It's like 10 minutes back from where we are right now. That's how slow this computer is. It thing is a piece of shit. I need to just throw this thing away. It doesn't do nothing to aggravate me. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, let me see. I can go here and find something. That's kind of weird. All right. They've blocked up that arch right there. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they did that. Blocked up the whole side. Oh, excuse me. Blocked up the whole side there. That's cool right there. That's really odd. Because There's the sidewalk right there. That's kind of very strange how that lays out there. I don't know. I wonder why they did it that way. Huh. That looks pretty cool. Look at the symmetry there. It's just, they just don't make them like that anymore. That's odd. Look at that. No windows. How creepy. Very weird. Alrighty. All right, where should we go next? I'm kind of Tribeca it out. I'm not really, well, maybe we'll go one more Tribeca. Let's see. Where else? There's a whole area that's like really, it's got a lot of pavement light on it. There's the L. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Let me go. Where do we want to go? Let me see. How about Hell's Kitchen? That sounds interesting. So I think the reason that look at that arch right there. Got Mudflood drop-ins, arc light. I think these neighborhoods have some really good stuff in them. Half yearly sale. All right. Okay, that was the only picture in that set. So how about try that one? We got some Moorish architecture up there. I don't know if they're installing or uninstalling the L's right there. Don't know. I don't know the history. There's a coal hole cover right there. That little round business there is a coal hole cover. All right, let's go. I'm just randomly popping into these places. Oh, that looks interesting. Let's check that out. Oh, wish they had a reload button on this page. I don't understand why you have to go back out and then reload. It's kind of dumb. That's bad code writing right there. Mudflood windows, Moorish look. Not too excited about that one. Let's see. It just looks odd. Look at this. Come on. Really? You got Mudflood drop in here, and then look at these stairs. We're just going to build. Here's where the building is up here, but we're going to put some shit down here. Like, because that makes sense in our construction. And look how stumpy that building is. It's only, it's like a 2-story building with a 1-story half and half thing. Bullshit. Like, really? Come on. I mean, did people really like live in this world and say, yeah, this makes sense? We really believe in the construction of our contractors that build our buildings halfway in the middle of the mud. We really think they really have a good quality of way of doing things. Seriously? I don't even know what the hell that is. That's some rundown stuff right there. How about we go? Let me go here. Oh, that was weird. Artie's restaurant. Okay. Not that interested in that. How about this? Chatham Court. And are you going to load for me, or am I going to have to send out Moose and Rocco? Because we will send Moose and Rocco to deal with your crappy website that doesn't want to load. Okay. Thank you. I guess threats do good. And we have Mudflood Winters there. Wow. This is like a print of a photograph, but I thought I'd look at it just because it was so good. I mean, them some good looking awnings too. Look how much better the awnings look. You got it awnings on a building. I mean, it really brings out the structure. I think really nails it. It's a weird looking. Let's see what we got going there that's so weird. What is that? What is that? That's weird. But that might be a fire station. Oh, look at that etheric light. Boy, I bet those would be. I bet they kept the horses in here and the steam engines in here. Maybe. I don't know. I think that's the same building at a different time. All right. What else can we find? Y'all having fun yet? Let's try here. Why not? It's kind of plain. How about here? That could be interesting. There's some pavement light right there. Etheric light. Mudflood drop in. Haha, are you around? Is that a green man? Taurus Field. Tartarian lion right there. Phoenician shell. That's a flat earth asterisk right there. See if we can kind of get a better picture of it, but right there. That's a nice one. I think we might have to grab that one just for posterity. Okay, let's see. And original. We like the original around here. Original being the highest quality. We only do high quality here if possible. Where else can we go? Let's go uptown a little bit. Let's see. How about there? Huh. That's kind of weird. How about, I don't know. There. There. Oh, hey. Buttons aren't toys. Okay. Wonder if they're either building the L or they're removing the L. I don't know which. I don't remember when they did remove it at some point. How about here? Digging in the ground, adding some cables, it looks like. Let's take a look at that. We got the cars lined up and then Fred sitting there delivering. That's just so wild to live in a time where horses and carts are running around cities. Look at all the other fencing up here and portholes. Arched windows that have been blocked in. All right, where are we at? Let's see. How about let's go. Huh. How about here? Oh. That's not too good. How about there? I keep hitting that button. What is this? Dinique Mansion on the former estate of Colonel Abraham or Abram Dinique. All right. See if we get a better look at that. Damn. That's a big one. Hey. That was kind of neat. All right. Let me see if there's where is Brooklyn? Brooklyn is over here, right? Isn't that Brooklyn right there? Should say Brooklyn, shouldn't it? Am I looking at the wrong? Wait a minute. Brooklyn. Where the hell's Brooklyn? Brooklyn is. Where the hell's Brooklyn? I think Brooklyn's right here. I can't remember. Okay, let me think. What What is the name of that road? I don't know. Let's go here and see what we got. Dang it. Oh, I keep doing that. See if it says Brooklyn. No. See, I think that the official history states that this area wasn't here. That there was nothing here. Okay. I think it was here. I think Brooklyn, was here, definitely. And I think that they burned it out in the 80s because the buildings were in such bad shape. It was cheaper to burn them out than to fix them. And so they came up with this thing where they were all these buildings started burning down. I mean, they just literally just torched the place. But I think the buildings were so old and they just couldn't fix them. It was just too hard. And so we have the history of saying that they blamed it on the poor people. Why would the poor people burn down their neighborhood? It doesn't make any sense. That dog don't hunt. But now they've rebuilt Brooklyn. But I think it's old world. Personally. How about we go over here? Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Some mudflood drop in there. It's just all over. I mean, with all the snow they get, why would you want, the snow and the water coming down into your basement all the time? It doesn't work. I don't understand why they would do that. I keep hitting that button for some reason. Don't know why. I don't know what this is. Huh. Ellis Island. President Wilson, 1913. So is that Ellis Island? There's the Statue of Liberty. See what we got there. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Look at that thing. That's a weird photo there. All right. Oh. Come back. Oh, what's over here? St. George. Ah. This is more of a residential area. But look at the dang it. You load, I tell you. Load or I'll send somebody after you. Look at the stonework around it. Like it's almost like they're like, we got to, dig it out and then why don't they just show the house? Why? I don't know. That's kind of weird. But I bet there's a basement in there. Okay, where else can we go? Let's see. Oh, what's down here? How about there? It's just interesting how everywhere you look, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing Mudflood windows. I'm seeing drop-ins. I'm seeing old world architecture. I'm seeing bajillion bricks. Literally, like bricks, 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 more bricks and bricks and bricks and more bricks, and mud up against the building, and mud flood windows, and ladder leans. I'm just seeing so many bricks. Look at that brickwork right there. I mean, come on, really? Necessary? Is that necessary? Do you have like? Do you imagine like the extra effort it would take to do that design in that building for what? Like why? Why are we going to that extreme? What is the logic behind that? The, what are these times like? How could they justify making things so well in that time frame? I just don't. I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying these people had trouble wiping their ass. They didn't have indoor toilets. They didn't have electricity. They didn't. They didn't have cars and trucks. They didn't have power tools. They didn't have indoor plumbing. They didn't have refrigeration. They didn't have air conditioners. They didn't have, fans to even keep them cool. What is the logic behind building things in such a way that is such quality that I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm not saying it's not awesome. I'm saying these people have trouble finding their dinner. People were like, not, yes, you had very wealthy people, but there was also people that most people didn't work all that wealthy. It was hard times. That's a coal hole cover there. That is probably pavement light right there. That would be a flat earth asterisk. Let's try a little trick. Something going on right there, but kind of hard to tell. Very cool. I'm just randomly touching these things. I mean, who knows what you're going to find? There's so many of them. I mean, it's just unbelievable how many. Just look at the size of the road. Look how wide that road is in this neighborhood. No trees, nothing but bricks and people. It's just kind of odd looking. And there's something off about this world. See some kind of mud flood drop in right there. I don't know if y'all saw that. Let's get back and look at that. There's a mud flood drop in there. Porthole got some bells. I know y'all like some bells. Tell the truth. There's that mud flood drop in there. There's something weird going on there. I don't even know what that is. There's those bells. I mean, honestly, I've never seen a bell rig like that on a church. That's very odd. Ah. Buttons aren't toys. This is all pictures of the same church, maybe at different times. I'm not sure. Very freaking cool, man. Let's see. I want to shake it up some. How about we go check out some Fifth Avenue? Okay, there's pictures from that book I've shown. We're gonna definitely skip that because I've done that. I've gone deep into that, so we don't need to go there. They're great pictures though, so I highly suggest going and watching that video. Look at that oddness right there. It's like a like a 8-foot tall picket fence. That's like look at that look at the outcrop door. I mean, what are they doing there? Like we got Mudflood windows and wrought iron and like, yeah, but this over here, like really. Oh, and why? Why would you do that? That's so odd. Look at that. Come on. Tartarian lions? I mean, come on. Like, why? I realized there was people that had a lot of money back then. I get that. There's always been people that had money. I get that. But, you know, I don't think that I don't think rich people got to be rich because they blew their money on houses and property, and I mean maybe on property, but I mean like I don't think they stayed rich on building all this shit. I mean it just doesn't. You know what happened? I tell you what happened. They found these buildings. Okay, they claimed them. Look at that mud flood window right there. I mean, come on, really? They found these buildings and then they just, they didn't have to build them. And why are they rich? Because they didn't have to build their mansions. That's why they're rich. I don't know. This whole narrative is insane. And then if you ask questions, you got, the ninny squad people that want to act like, if you ask questions, then we have the official record. You must abide by the official record because it's, the official record. Shut up. I've read your official record. I don't believe you. Okay, if I believe, in a green fairy monster that rules the world, right? And I want to spend my time looking into the green fairy monster that rules the world, and you don't agree with the fact that I like looking at the green fairy monster that rules the world, well, then that's fine. But like, what's the point of sitting there and like ninnying the shit out of me saying that it's not worth looking into. Like why? Like go look into what you go. If you believe the official narrative, well, go play with the official narrative. If you don't get this, if you don't understand it, if you don't enjoy it, then don't do it. Now, here's a difference of opinion. Whereas you got Meltology, where I believe Meltology is possible, but I don't believe in the research being done. Now, that is a good reason to, go at somebody, because then you're actually challenging the research. You're not just coming at saying,
no, you shouldn't look at that. That's not true, because that's not official narrative. We have the official narrative. We have the books. We have the resources. We have other knowledge. We have other schools and your professors and your doctorates. We could build that.
And shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. And they go, shut the fuck up. And look at that wrought iron. I mean, come on. Like, really? The necessity of that wrought iron. And then we're going to put a little trap door down here just in case we need that, and a coal hole cover. We're going to put a little Fruit of the Loom cornucopia on here. Yes, Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia. We all know that. Fruit of the Loom trying to say they ain't got no cornucopia. Bullshit. You know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit. Well, they might not know it's bullshit. I don't know if they know or not, but I'm telling you, the damn thing had a cornucopia in my underoos. Had some damn cornucopia. I'm telling you it did. How the hell you not going to remember the logo in your underoos? You mean you look at them all the time, you see the damn taggings you're putting on your drawers. You know what the damn cornucopia looks like. It's like, you may not know what the hell a cornucopia is. Like, you may, like, somebody says, do you know if there was a cornucopia behind it? Well, no, they probably don't know what the hell a cornucopia is. Because, who the hell knows what a damn cornucopia. When's the last time you had a cornucopia sitting on your fucking table? Been a while, I'd say. Probably a little while, probably. I can't imagine. I can't remember the last time I had a cornucopia sitting on the wall. But, they may not know. But if you showed them a cornucopia, you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's a cornucopia. Oh, yeah, that's yeah, my Fruit of the Looms had a cornucopia in it. They'd know then. They'd be like, yeah, it had a cornucopia. What do you mean it doesn't have a cornucopia now? It's always had a cornucopia. No, it doesn't now. Well, it did. Well, I know it did. That's what I'm telling you. I got Mudflood drop-ins right here, by the way, in case you're wondering why I was looking at that picture. Some of you probably already had it figured out, because a bunch of y'all smart out there. Some of y'all pretty dumb. I'm not going to name no names, not going to point nobody out, but I'm just saying some of you might not be most intelligent, brightest candles in the candle store, but that's okay. You're probably going to learn something here, because I'm going to show you things you ain't never seen. It's going to blow your mind. No, I'm just fucking with you. Fucking with you, why? Because I can. These pictures are really, really cool. To me, I don't know if y'all like them, but they're cool to me. That's why I'm showing them to you. I only show you stuff I think's cool. I don't bother with all the horse shit. What's the point? No, I hope y'all are enjoying this. Something a little different. Been a little bit of a different show this week. I like to change it up if I can. I think change is a good thing, as long as we stay with our core values. Work program, Mudflood drop-in program. And look at that. That's cool. Not even sure what the hell's going on there, but it's cool. And see, this is facade. You look under, there's brick. It's built. That's a brick building, but it's facaded. Okay. I got to get those brick documentaries ready. We're going to have movie night, y'all. I don't know when. I'm working on it. Just give me a minute. Damn. Doing the best I can here. Yeah, I got to go to my day job, and then this is kind of my night job. It gets a little much sometimes, but that's okay. I guess I'm starting to build houses for the goats and pigs next. And my emu house, I need to get video of the emu house, but my emu house turned out so good that Boss Man wants the goats to have emu house. See that guy's head walking down below into the mud? I don't know if y'all can see that, but so we're gonna build shelters for them. I got to build 3 of them. They're gonna be sized 10 foot by 10 foot by 6 foot tall each, and they're gonna have spray foamed. That's wild looking right there. That's like a ghost looking dude. They're gonna have spray foamed. Oh wait, I missed this one. Spray foamed walls. Well, it's planked outside walls and then spray foamed. Is that the same picture? Spray foamed interior and then plywood over the spray foam so you can't see the spray foam. We fancy. Yeah, this is the same picture, it's just a different. That is wild looking right there. That looks like a scarecrow walking down the road, and then he's like glitching out. That's cool. I like that. That would make a cool record cover right there. GT, I bet you could put that on a record cover if you're still. I don't see you wherever you are. We'll have to give him a tardy. Not a, what's the opposite of tardy? What is it when you leave early? It's not a tardy slip. It's a what do you get then? The paddle? I mean, what do you get? I don't know. Where you at, GT? There he is. I knew if I talked to the shit, he'd show back up. Did you? Yeah, you would totally put that on a. Wouldn't that make a cool? Wouldn't that make a cool album cover? That somehow, like, I don't know how you would manipulate that to be an album cover, but it would be cool. I think. I'm just rocking around the damn clock here. I don't even know where the hell I am at this point. Oh, got some trolleys going on. Let's check these trolleys out. All right, let's load the picture first. Loading, enhance. Just print the damn thing. Oh, there it is. It locked in. Okay. That's pretty wild right there. Talk about a nice sledding hill. Man, let me loose on that. That's a neat neighborhood right there. Oh, that's cool. This is neat. So let's go down Park Avenue. That could be juicy. You know, some money running around in the Park Avenue, putting on the Ritz. Do 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 do. Put on the Ritz. Do 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 do. Look at those right there to keep kids from falling out the window. Those little grates right there. That's a safety, like an old safety thing. That mud flood drop in right there. Good stuff. Where are we at? Okay, let's just keep going up Park Avenue. And I didn't like that. This is interesting. What we got here? Hey. Arches below ground right there. Flood drop ins. There's iron steps. Look at that wrought iron stair railing. Good grief. Y'all, New York is so old. It is like really, really, really old. It is been here a long time. I really think so. I don't know if that's locked in or not. Maybe it is. Yeah, I think it is. It's just not that very good a resolution. All right. Well, let's go over here. A lot of these structures have a very same look to them. This is the Normal College for Women, later known as the Hunter College. So a castle. Just say castle. That'd be easier. Got Mudflood Winters poking out of the ground down there. Got a shack. We definitely built the shack. No question. Non-debatable. Porthole. Mudflood Winters. That's a big one. Very nice. Little rose window on there, in case you need that for whatever reason on your building. It's our antenna. Wow, look at the brickwork there. Porthole. Looks like a flat earth asterisk too. It's like it's got a board over or something. That would be a porthole right there. The Tartarian lines right there. Very nice. Very nice. Finding some good stuff tonight, I think. I do believe. Looks pretty wild. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll go this way and then come back. And that mansard roof up there. Huh. Interesting little bits right there. All right, let me back up. I think I think that is about all I can take tonight, guys. I got a long day tomorrow. So I think we're going to wrap it up, roll her up, and throw her in the back of the truck, head on down, and put the women and children in bed and go hunt for a snack. Get ready for some sleepies, get some dream about some mud and some winters and things like these natures. But we're coming up on Thanksgiving, y'all, and as of right now, tentatively, I'm planning on doing a Thanksgiving show. I've been doing How to Beagle Stole Thanksgiving, and so that's, I think, kind of becoming a little tradition. So right now, I'm planning on doing that. So be looking out for that. I'm working on getting Brick movie night together. So that will be coming up. And other than that, I don't think I have anything else I'm like really trying to get on here. So I'm still working on my Charlie Kirk research. It is hard getting punching through to the mainstream, y'all. I'm still trying. It's almost like it's purposely being ignored at this point, but I don't know. It's just very difficult to understand, like, how it's not how I'm not able to get my research through to big channels. I mean, I'm getting it through to some, but it's not breaking the wave, the crest of the wave, and crashing in on the community that's looking at this. I think once this story breaks, I think it's going to really be a big story. I think people don't know about it yet, because it seems to me that every time I get somebody that sees the research, their mind is blown, and they're like, holy shit, let me see what you got. Like, and they look into it, and they're just like, it just trips them out. How did we miss this? How is this possible? So I really feel like it's a big story. It's just very frustrating trying to get it up the chain. I'm trying. But I'm gonna keep at it. And I don't know. There's I don't know. It's the only thing I can do. I don't know what else to say, but I'm trying. And I know a lot of you are tired of it. Like the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I get it. I do get it. But I have something important here that needs to, once I can get it to the mainstream, then I can let go, because I'm not trying to like take credit or anything for it. I don't care about that. I just want the truth to get out. And so once it hits the mainstream, it hits the mass consciousness, once the hundreds monkey has taken a bite, then I'm gonna let go. And hopefully it will continue to help others that way. But I hope that you enjoyed the show tonight, and thank you for your time earlier in the show. I know maybe that wasn't the easiest story to listen to, but I do appreciate you taking the time. Those of you that did take your time to listen, and time isn't real. ain't real at all, y'all. I promise you it is not real 100%. But we'll be back next week on time. And we will see you next week. Have a good week. And I appreciate all of you very, very much. Thank you. Love Biggs.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
It's a mystery! It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma! Don't you get it?
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
Welcome to the underground.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.